Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to make your first $10,000 on selling on Amazon. But before we start, I want to stress something very important. Setting goals for yourself. It's very important when you first start to set a goal. For example, to make $10,000 per month. When I first started, I didn't set a goal. I just wanted to try how much money I can make. But from the perspective of time, I know how important it is to set a goal. Because you don't want to have limits. Because if in your head you say that you will make just $2,000, then you will make just $2,000. But if you say that I will make $10,000, and if you visualize it, if you see it on your Amazon account, if you imagine it every day, if you visualize it, if you think about how you would feel when you make this $10,000, how this would change the life of your family, then you are more likely to make this goal, to meet this goal. So I encourage you to set goals for yourself. You will work much harder to meet that goal when you have a goal. Okay, so step number 1. You need to find a product to sell. So this is a very crucial step. Product research is the most important, because if you find a wrong product, then you will lose thousands of dollars, and you will also lose motivation to try again. But if you find a good product, then you will first make sales, and then also you'll have a motivation to look for another products. So I have some tips for you. The first product that you choose, in my opinion, from my experience, first needs to be lightweight, because it will be much cheaper to ship, and also it will be much cheaper for storage at Amazon. It can't be oversized, so even if it's lightweight, if you choose a product that has like different shape or like a spike somewhere, then the volume of the box that you will ship it in will be higher, so the shipping cost will be higher. So not oversized, like standard shape. Also not breakable, like not made of glass or ceramics, because it will result in many returns from Amazon customers. Also product that has low liability. So don't start with supplements or with some ingestibles or like something that you put on your skin, like a cream or a mascara, because it has higher liability. So when something happens, you are liable for this product. Also, don't start with electronics, because a lot of things can go wrong with electronics. They may stop working, they may have some issues, and they also need batteries. Look for products with high demand and low competition. So high number of monthly sales or high revenue, and a low number of reviews. You can find a product so much quicker using a tool called Helium 10, and I use this tool for product research, for keyword research, for my pay-per-click campaigns, to do keyword research, to optimize my listing when I write it. And this tool saves me a ton of time, and also a ton of time in costly mistakes. And it's so much easier to find the product with this tool. So I highly recommend it. It's called Helium 10. I have a whole video teaching you how to find products to sell using Helium 10, and I will link that in the description. Another very important thing is to choose a product that you are passionate about, because if you are not passionate about it, then you will have hard time of marketing it. You will have hard time of doing Instagram posts or making reels with it. So choose a product ideally that you are also passionate about. Okay, step number 2, find suppliers. So there are two places, Alibaba and AliExpress. Alibaba is when you want to buy higher volumes, higher quantities of products. AliExpress is usually for a few items. So I look for products on Alibaba. I set filters like trade assurance or verified supplier to be sure that these suppliers are verified, and that if something happens, Alibaba will give me my money back. I have a whole video also about researching for suppliers on Alibaba, and I will also link that in the description. So reach out to at least 3 suppliers to each of your products. So if you have a list of products, of possible products, make a list in Excel, okay? Make a spreadsheet in Excel. If you have a list on, for example, of 10 products and potential products that you want to sell. Reach out to at least 3 suppliers per product. So you will send 30 chats and 30 emails to those suppliers, okay? That way, you will know, firstly, you will ask about the MOQ, so minimum order quantity. You will also ask what's the price for customization, for adding your logo to packaging and to the product, for making some changes to the product, and also the price for shipping. So you'll have all that information already in your Excel sheet. So then you can better decide and eliminate the products that you don't want to sell from that list. You can narrow this list down to 3 top products. Step number 3 is to choose a final product. So when you have reached out to those suppliers and you know all the information, the MOQ, the cost of the per unit, the cost per unit, the shipping costs and cost for customization, then you know all the data and you can narrow this list down and choose the final product. So for example, you narrow this list down to 3 products. Those 3 products have highest profit margins based on the cost of the manufacturing this product, okay? So choose products with highest profit margins. It will give you much more room to market this product and to grow this product. If you have those 3 products, then the next step is to decide on a final one. So how I do it, I usually compare the profit margins and I choose the top 2 that have the highest profit margins. And from those 2 products, I think which one is easier for me to market, which one is easier for me to do the marketing of, okay? So for example, which product I can personally market, or which products will be easier to market for influencers. So if you put, imagine you put a Facebook ad on Facebook, and when people scroll, on which product they will stop, okay? Which product is more intriguing, more scroll stopping. If neither are marketable, check the demand and competition again. So for example, one product is making 20,000 revenue per month, and it has around average 200, 300 reviews, okay? And the other product is making maybe $30,000 a month in revenue, but it has 500 or 1,000 reviews average. So I would choose a product with lower number of reviews because it will be easier for you to enter this niche. And also it will be easier to rank for this product if there is not that much competition. Okay, step number 4 is to get samples from the 3 different suppliers for this product. Okay, so you chose the final product. Now you need to reach to suppliers to send you samples. So you choose at least 3 suppliers for this particular product and you ask them to send you the sample. That way you can find the best product and compare the quality, because believe me, the quality between the suppliers will differ. Another important thing here is to buy your competitors' products, okay? So by buying the competitors' products, you can compare the quality of the sample that you receive from the supplier to your competitor product. And if it's greater, if it's better than your competitor product, then you have the final answer and you choose this supplier. Another tip for you for choosing the suppliers, choose a supplier that has good communication with you, okay? That replies fast and that understands your questions and quickly answers your questions. Because some of those suppliers just won't reply that fast and just won't understand exactly what you're asking for. Maybe the English is not good. Don't choose a supplier like that because you will have a lot of issues afterwards. So choose a supplier with good communication. And this way you can narrow down from the 3 suppliers to your 1 supplier, and also choose a supplier that has high profit margins for you. So the price per unit is maybe lower than the other ones, so you can earn more money on this product. Another tip for you, if the supplier has other products that it manufactures, it's good to know that this supplier can also manufacture other products in your niche maybe. So you can further down the road, you can maybe order those products and start selling another products on Amazon when you are building your brand, right? So step number 5, In my opinion, it's the most important step after the product research. It's the second most important. Improve the product. Okay, it's not enough nowadays to just sell the same product that everyone else is saying and just put your logo and that's it on it. No, it's not enough. You need to improve the product, make it better, a little bit better than competition. So look at the one-star reviews, at the 3-star reviews, what they are saying of the reviews of your competitor products. Okay, look at those reviews, compare them, see what the people don't like. For example, maybe if you want to sell a cat backpack, people complain about the thin straps that cut into your skin. So maybe you can make just a more padded straps, like a wider straps, right? It's not a huge change to the product, but it will result in better reviews and you will get more sales this way. So step number 6 is to put your first order. When putting your first order, don't order like 1000 units because you need to test this product first. Order like 300 units, 200 units at most. They will usually take around 1 month to manufacture. And you also at this point need to have your logo, to put this logo on the product and also on the packaging. If you want to design your packaging, you can do it on your own, but I advise you to just go to upwork.com and look for packaging designers, and you will find a packaging designer there that can design your packaging for you, and it will be much quicker and nicer looking. Then you need to give that logo and that packaging design to the manufacturer, so the manufacturer can customize your packaging and put your logo on the product. At this point also, if you want to have A+ content on Amazon, you need to be brand registered, and to be brand registered, you need to have a trademark for your brand logo. So if you want the A+ content, you need to have a trademark for the logo. You can easily apply for trademark using Amazon IP Accelerator, and I highly recommend it. It's very fast. You can get your brand registered in like 1 week. So it can cost around $1,000 to trademark your brand logo. If you don't want to do it at the beginning, you don't have to. You just won't have access to the A+ content. But if you want to trademark your brand logo, then you need to have a product with this logo on it. So when your supplier starts producing your products, have them ship your product to you with the logo on it and with your packaging. So you can take a photo and you can start creating the listing, and Amazon will ask you about the photo of your product with a logo on it if you want to have a brand on Amazon. If you don't want to make a brand and create a trademark, then you don't have to do it. Okay, step number 7 is to start working on your social media. Okay, when you wait for your order, you have this time to start creating your Instagram account, Facebook page accounts, to start maybe putting some content there with the photos of your product, start creating the reels. And also the most important thing is to start building your email list. I build my email list with a lead magnet. So I create a lead magnet like a PDF, for example. For example, if you sell a cat backpack, you can create a PDF with 10 DIY toys for your cat, right? So create a lead magnet like that and put it on a landing page, drive traffic from Facebook ads, so make Facebook ads to this landing page so people can download this lead magnet, this